Hey guys, DJ Benbreaker here for part 10 of the Wak Ka Múul Chronicles. And of course, like last episode, I'm here in Grimy Gulch and got my base camp set up. But in the meantime, between the episodes, I started working on my village conversion project. I replaced that one house that's off to one side of the road in this hill coming into the base, which I, as you can see, demolished and leveled off here and put this gate in. So basically kind of turned that house into this guard house here for the, or actually I think it'd be more like a gatehouse, really. And this large house up here I'm turning into a, like the main headquarters building for the fort. And I'm going to be putting another guard tower like right here for the like corner fort tower. And I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to be doing with these fields. Probably moving them over and then maybe down a level and putting them kind of like up on top of this hill and then having the hills kind of like a split level fort thing. I still haven't quite figured that out. But as you can see, I have definitely got a good start on the fortifications here anyways. Got my basic wall pattern. As you can see, I cleared out all the fields that were in this river here and made it navigable up to about that point there. Well, technically, no, actually can't get past the reeds right now because it's only one block wide river and you need 2 blocks for boats. But I got my bridge built with my highway that's currently going to nowhere. Eventually, I want to take it over to the other settlements on this continent. They're like in that general direction. But yeah, this is the gatehouse. As you can see, I set it so that if skeletons try to shoot through the window, they'll most likely shoot over my head. But then I can pop up here on this little firing step that I built and shoot out the window. Plus, having the half slabs at the top and the bottom window. For one, it, like I said, it helps with keeping the skeletons from having a direct line of fire into the fort while I have a direct line of fire out. And for another, since it leaves only a 1 block high opening, that means that any villagers that get up on top of the wall and into here can't accidentally jump out the windows and accidentally kill themselves. Although right now this wall isn't exactly OSHA approved as currently as it is. And you can see this is a base of one of my guard towers that I got started. It's at the corner of the fort. But yeah, if you notice that the gate, 2 of the polished andesite blocks are missing from the gate mechanism. It's a basic 3 high, 2 wide sticky piston door. Ugh. Try to say that one 5 times fast. But the reason why it's these 2 blocks are missing is because I don't have the mechanism hooked up yet. Well, I mean, I have the basic mechanism in place with this redstone torch that powers this block, which powers the redstone on top of the block, which powers all 3 pistons. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be making a redstone XOR gate, and I'm going to build it up here using dirt blocks to show you how it works. And it's pretty cool because it only requires 2 repeaters, 5 redstone torches, and a bit of redstone dust. Now there's a similar design that's not quite as compact. It's longer because it only uses torches, and it has like multiple levels for this part here. But you put the repeaters on the outside to keep the redstone signal from getting in this center, because, well, I'll show you here in a second. And you place 2 torches like so, another torch like this, and then 2 torches like that. And then you take your redstone dust and place it like this. So as you can see right now, the output of the gate's deactivated. So the way this works is if you run redstone line in from 2 levers, anytime both levers are in the opposite configuration from each other, you'll get an output. So as you can see, if I throw this lever, the output turns on, which in the case of my gate mechanism, it'll turn off the redstone torch powering the sticky pistons and open the gate. And then if I go inside and throw this lever, it turns off again. And then of course, you know, as long as these two levers are separate things. But the best part is that even if I, like, say this is a multiplayer server and I have the gate shut from the inside and someone else comes from the outside and throws this lever the other direction, hey, they can open the gate up again. So yeah, it's pretty handy and fairly compact redstone circuit that I use a lot. Like all those piston doors with levers that I had in my base of Wak Ka Múul, those are all use this redstone XOR gate. It's also known in the electrician's trade as a two-way switch. Like, you know, if you have lights in your hallway where you have two light switches at either end, and as long as you can flip either light switch and it'll either turn the lights on if they're off or off if they're on, regardless of which of the two switches you flip. So all I need to do now is put the mechanism in and get this thing working. Of course, one of the things I probably should have done before I started recording, but you know, it's kind of hindsight 2020 kind of thing, is run in the redstone circuit that connects both these sets of pistons together, because there's an identical torch block and redstone dust pillar, I guess you'd call it, on the other side. So the way I'm going to be doing this thing here is, you see, this is the block that has the torch on it, and the objective here is to run the redstone up into this block here. Now, what I'm going to be doing is to help keep things nice and neat, and to, I think there's a possibility I could run into what they call bud powering, where if you have like a powered thing of redstone under piston is active, then it won't deactivate. So that's why I'm putting this block here. Plus, it'll keep, it'll still allow the redstone to go from this height to this, or this level to this level. So I just plunk this down here. I prefer to use blast resistant blocks for building my redstone on, so that way, you know, if the creeper blows up next to my base, I don't have to rewire half my circuit. And of course, I just do the exact same thing on the other side here. After making sure I don't have the right blocks that I wanted. When I have polished andesite underneath is the block that the torch is sitting on. And there we go, got that thing back up. And then of course, just knock this out. And there. Now, let me see if I can, well, I'm going to have to clear this roadway, the paving slabs out anyways, to install the XOR gate. And well, one of the levers, the lever for operating the gate on this side, is going to go here, and have enough space to keep it from interfering with this circuit. But as you can see, if I place a lever here, and I guess I might as well just go do this now. And if I flip this lever, the gate opens, and if I flip it again, it closes. So that's all done and good. So now comes the tricky part, which is hooking up our redstone for the XOR gate. So what I need to do is, I found that even though this gate's fairly compact and only requires like 2 block clearance, it's best to go down about 3 blocks, maybe even 4, in order to keep it from, to make sure you have plenty of room so the torches don't power the blocks over them, which can sometimes cause the circuit to behave erratically or lock. And shoot. Okay. Looks like our redstone engineering session is going to be interrupted by it getting dark. I don't want any more baby zombies spawning in the village and attacking my villagers like it happened in the previous Minecraft day-night cycle before I started this video. So, anyways. Alright, now that we've got our... area cleared out, we just take this whole thing here and let's see, is this, you know what, I think I might have gone a bit too deep actually. No, this is perfect because I want to have a layer of blocks under the paved road so that way again it gives additional, crap, I kind of took out the wrong block. Okay, so place like so. So we got our, well, we've almost got our like ring, our 3x3 ring. And clear out this so that we have, yeah, I need to put this right here, and just to get rid of this dirt so that I have good solid foundation. And then our output goes up here, and throw our redstone torches down, and of course it's going to open up because we're just laying stuff down and we don't have anything set up yet. And then run this redstone like so, and grab our repeaters, and oh, I almost forgot redstone torch. Yeah, the circuit wouldn't have worked right without that torch. If that torch is missing, then I'd have been able to like open and close the doors from one side, but if I somehow got out of the fort and came back around and tried to open it from the outside, for instance, then I wouldn't be able to get back in. So that wouldn't be a good thing. And then take the output from this lever and run it down around to, actually, I'll just take it in the side of this block, because it doesn't matter whether it comes in from the back or the side, as long as it goes straight into the block. So yeah, just run it down, and there. Take our redstone dust, and I need to get more redstone dust, so time to grab a couple blocks of redstone out of the inner chest. I said out of the inner chest. And alright, that should be more than enough redstone for our purposes, so finish running this down. No, but put it, yeah, I just created a burnout timer. Yeah, fun with redstone. It can be a bit tricky, let's just say. And should have made another pickaxe or two for this whole project. Yeah, it's like DJ Bonebreaker, queen of the lack of planning and foresight for Minecraft videos. So it looks like the best route to run this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so I'll need enough repeaters for that side. And then I can just put those here, put a torch here to make sure no mobs spawn in it, and then just, fill this thing back in like so. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to fill that back in from the outside. Well, the truth be told, it might be best to just kind of hold up on filling stuff back in until after I get everything in place and tested to make sure it's working properly. But still, it should work. This lever should do. Yep, there it goes. Now the tricky part here is, well, for one thing, I need to see about putting some of these blocks back in place so I can actually get to the other side and not, you know, kind of fall back in my hole. There. And then, of course, the other lever is going to go here. And what that's going to require is a bit of tricky maneuvering, because I need to essentially bring the redstone signal under the door opening mechanism, which, as you can see, is kind of going to be a bit of a tricky proposition, shall I say. So what I usually do for this kind of project is I find, you know, put the redstone under the lever, and then just start going down like about 3 blocks. Yeah, that should take it underneath without powering it. And then do this 1x2 tunnel over to the other side. I might actually need to build a repeater because this is a bit of a long run here. And of course, give myself a way to get out of this hole. Wish I had a way to, you know, probably should have fenced off this whole thing so my villagers can't accidentally fall on a construction site and get stuck, which I have seen happen before, trust me. And I think if I could do it like, yeah, there we go, we can make the tunnels meet up here, but let's see how long we have to go. Let's see, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, good. Yeah. For those who are wondering why I'm counting, redstone has a maximum propagation distance. That is, the furthest it can reach is 15 blocks, or 15 meters before you need to put a repeater in. Anything over that and your signal just fade out. So that's why I'm making sure I have plenty of room for my signal. And of course, place maybe like a torch here. I gotta put a torch here, and then start backfilling everything. Bam, 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 and of course here I'm gonna need a torch and place this block here, and then put another torch as a way to keep it from, you know, accidentally. Because if I placed a block where that torch is, it would cut off this redstone circuit and then the lever wouldn't work at all. So, yeah, I've lost track of how many times I've done that kind of, well, really is a new mistake with redstone. But yeah, I'll just fill the hole back in and cover it up because we're pretty much done now. Just need to put my stone slabs back in. And as you can see, the gate, the lever on the outside now works as well. So all it's a matter of doing is filling all this holes that I made back in with nice solid stone and making everything look all nice and neat and pretty again. So yeah, let's see. There we go, that's where I put the half slab over there. And start filling this thing in. I want to leave as few spaces for like the zombies or whatever, any kind of mobs really to spawn as I possibly can, because, well, I just don't like having to deal with mobs inside my safe areas. It having freaking, you know, creeper show up in the middle of a base that you thought was secure can really ruin your day. Put that there. And, oh yeah, that's right. I can just backfill this side in because I didn't actually end up using this taking the signal from the back. But yeah, like I said, you want to kind of leave about a free block above this torch here, if I remember correctly. Otherwise, it'll start doing wonky stuff with your redstone. And ditto goes for the repeaters, I think. Let's show you. It's getting dark again. Yeah, so this is like a freaking 2-day Minecraft project. Well, 2 Minecraft day project. Okay, since I don't hear any of the villagers getting attacked by zombies, I think we got to bed on time. So, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna try to cover this. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try covering this stuff all the way up with blocks, because I think everything should be nice and cool and copacetic and all that. Oh shoot, don't want to lose my torches. So like I said, I don't need any flipping zombies spawning inside my flipping redstone mechanism. Or anything else for that matter. Okay, now, we've got it more or less covered up, and it seems to be working from that side. So I'm going to go around the long way and test it from the outside. And it works. So yeah, there you go. Very simple redstone mechanism that anybody can, you know, make. And it's really, really useful. And it's all nice and paved up again. Yeah, I really probably should take the road out at least to where this corner of the headquarters building is going to be. You know, make it nice and, yeah, there's the original path that the road's kind of following. Actually, the road's following this side of the path. So essentially this library is going to be left as is, although I'm going to widen it by 1 block and slightly change its what it's made out of. But other than that, it's going to be pretty much, you know, one of the original buildings is going to be there, but slightly modified. Unlike, you know, these 2 buildings, which are very heavily modified. Actually, let me count this because I like to put these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and yeah. So I need to put some pumpkins here. Because I have embedded lighting in my road every 9 blocks. There's 7 blocks in between them. Technically, you only need to place like a torch, and these pumpkins have, or jack-o'-lanterns, I should say, have a higher brightness than torch by 1. But according to Wiki and everything I read about Minecraft, is for mobs in the overworld, you only need 1 torch every 12 blocks in order to keep the light level up. But I prefer to, you know, not take any chances. I prefer to have my entire base lit up like a freaking Christmas tree or the 4th of July rather than, you know, risk having mobs spawning in the middle on base. That's just how I roll. Right, I'm going to make some more of these stone brick slabs, and I'll just finish this bit of road up, and yeah, that's all it's going to be for this particular session, so I'll see you at the next bit.